Hey, Allison, thanks so much for making time this morning.
Hi, David. Thanks for having me. Nice
All
to
right, I
see
got
you.
a couple of questions I want to ask. First question is, what is your background?
Sure. So, my background is really entirely in the world of finance, although in different areas. So, I began my career in investment banking and escaped that after about 2.5 years and moved back to the DC area where I'm from originally. And prior to working in wealth management, the majority of my time was spent in the deal world, doing both the private equity and private debt deals for mid-sized companies. I also, as you know, since we share our background at alma mater, I went to business school, kind of in the midst of that. And just prior to working in wealth management, I worked in institutional asset management for 5 years, helped build and run a company. And after that, I shifted from working with institutions to working with people, which I've found to be extremely rewarding. And I actually launched my own firm. I guess it's pretty much exactly 2 years ago this month. So,
What business challenge have you faced recently?
sure. Well, so I'd say the overarching business challenge for me has been sales, frankly, because my background did not really involve much business development until I worked for the institutional asset manager. And it was a bit more salesy, but definitely more of sort of an educational type sales. And so I've had to learn how to really structure my business development efforts and how to be more of a salesperson, but to really do it in my own way. And this year there's been the added challenge of COVID and people being just behind a desk and having these sorts of interactions, which are great. But in my industry, I feel like there's really no substitute for the face to face. So that's really been a big challenge for me in terms of continuing to grow my business on the same trajectory.
And what business networking advice would you offer other people?
Sure, I will offer advice that I don't always take myself, but that is that you should really try to do something every day, whether it's emailing somebody, calling somebody, having a meeting, something every day gets you a long way. And then also to just diversify the types of things that you're doing. So I like to write blogs and post them, have coffee meetings, um, you know, leverage my LinkedIn network, join organizations and take an active role. All those sorts of things. I feel like you have to have a lot of different ways that you're engaging in business development.